The names of all 50 states and their capitals.
Okay. Here goes. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, which is up in Vermont, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio, which is up in Vermont. There's Montgomery, Alabama, south of Helena, Montana, which is up in Vermont. Then there's Denver, Colorado, which is up in Vermont. Under Boise, Idaho, which is up in Vermont. Texas has Austin, then we go north to Massachusetts, Boston, which is up in Vermont. In Albany, New York, Tallahassee, Florida, and Washington, D.C., Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Nashville, Tennessee, which is up in Vermont. Elvis used to hang out there a lot, you know. Trenton's in New Jersey, north of Jefferson, Missouri, which is up in Vermont. You got Richmond in Virginia, which is up in Vermont. South Dakota has Pierre, which is up in Vermont. And Harrisburg's in Pennsylvania, which is up in Vermont. Yeah, and Augusta's up in Maine, which is up in Vermont. And here is Providence, Rhode Island, which is up in Vermont. And next to Dover, Delaware, Concord, New Hampshire, which is up in Vermont. Just a quick jaunt to Montpelier, which is up in Vermont. Hartford's in Connecticut, which is up in Vermont. So pretty in the fall, and Kansas has Topeka, which is up in Vermont. Minnesota has St. Paul, which is up in Vermont. Juneau's in Alaska, which is up in Vermont. And there's Lincoln in Nebraska, which is up in Vermont. And it's Raleigh out in North Carolina. And then there's Madison, Wisconsin, which is up in Vermont. And then Olympia in Washington, which is up in Vermont. And Phoenix, Arizona, which is up in Vermont. And Lansing, Michigan, which is up in Vermont. Here's Honolulu, Hawaii's a joy, which is up in Vermont. Jackson, Mississippi, and Springfield, Illinois. South Carolina with Columbia down the way. And Annapolis in Maryland, which is up in Vermont. On Chesapeake Bay, they have wonderful clam chowder. Cheyenne is in Wyoming, which is up in Vermont. And then perhaps you make your home in Salt Lake City out in Utah, which is up in Vermont, where the buffalo roam. Atlanta's down in Georgia, and there's Bismarck, North Dakota, which is up in Vermont. And you can live in Frankfort in your old Kentucky home. Salem in Oregon, which is up in Vermont. From there we join Little Rock in Arkansas, which is up in Vermont. Iowa's got Des Moines, which is up in Vermont. In Sacramento, California, Oklahoma, and its city, which is up in Vermont. Charleston, West Virginia, and Nevada, Carson City, which is up in Vermont. That's all the capitals there are.